Good morning, grade 8 students. It's me again, Ma'am Jen Ponteras, and welcome to week 7, quarter 3 mathematics 8. So our title or our topic for this week or for today's session is we have the CPCTC. Okay? CPCTC stands for corresponding parts. Tama. Nagdalawang isip ako sa spelling. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Congruent triangles, yan, are congruent. Yan, that is the CPCTC. The CPCTE is for, E stands for equal. Yan yung E. So si CPCTE ay ginagamit sa solving. Ang CPCTC ay proving. Proving ng congruency. Okay, proving siya. Ito solving. So ayun po yung pinagkaiba nila. Now, in week 6, in comparison to week 6, ang kino-compare natin sa dulo is triangle. But this time, in CPCTC, we're going to prove the congruency of parts of triangle. So hindi tayo nakafocus sa buong triangle. Okay. So before we prove that the parts of a triangle is congruent, we need to prove, the first thing that we need to do is we need to prove the triangle congruency. Bago tayo makapag-prove ng CPCTC. Yan. That's the idea of proving CPCTC. Okay. Now, so let us formally start the two-column proof. So we have here the proof. So the statement. And we have the reasons. Okay. So in a two-column proof, the statement always starts in given because these are the statement that already established in the beginning. Yan. Kaya the first reason is always given kasi ito po yung established na at the same time nasa pictures na. Yan. Okay, so let me erase muna pala to kasi I need the space and I need the figure na clear. Ayan. So pwede nyo namang i-screenshot ito, yung mga nauna mamaya sa video. Pwede naman siyang i-screenshot. Tapos kunin ko lang ng malinis pala to. Yan. So linisin natin. Okay. Sige. So we have a two-column proof. Okay. In proving triangle congruence or in proving, we have two-column proof and we have paragraph. But two-column proof is much convenient kasi nakalista siya. Okay. Reasons, statements, reasons. Okay, so number 1 is we have AB is congruent to DB because this is the established one. So the reason is given. The second one is AC is congruent to DC. The reason is also given. So notice I have side and I have side. So the third one is BC is congruent to BC by reflexive property of congruence. Reflexive property of congruence. Okay. So as you notice, we have S and S. So number 4, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. The reason is SSS congruence postulate. Yan. The SSS congruence postulate. So since na-prove natin na these two triangles are congruent, we have number 5, angle A is congruent to angle D. The reason is the CPCTC. Okay. Bakit po ganon? Kasi remember, in triangle congruency, we have two conditions. Every pair of corresponding angles are congruent and every pair of corresponding sides are congruent. Okay. Yan. So that is our first example. Let us proceed to the second example. Ayan. So medyo mahaba-habang proving ito. Kasi konti ang given. Ayan. Konti ang congruency sa given. So ang ipoprove natin here is AB is congruent to BD. AB is congruent to BD. Or should I say AB is congruent to DB? Yan. Okay. So let us start. So we're going to make a two-column proof. So we have here the statements and the reason. So ang kagandahan sa math kung bakit wala ako masyadong naka-prepare na slides. Kasi kapag ganito, tingin ko mas nakukuha siya ng bata kapag ipine-prepare mo pa lang isa-isa yung kailangan. Kasi kapag naka-plug in lahat, 'di ba? Medyo mabilis ang learning process. So yan. So kung habang pinoproseso ko to, pinoproseso rin ng bata. So parang sabay kami ng bata na mag-process ng learning. Okay. So first statement, kung ano yung established dito, yun ang ilalagay natin. So BC bisects angle ABD. So reason is given. So dahil meron tayong word na bisect, ano yung naging resulta kapag na-bisect ang angle? Nagkakaroon tayo ng dalawang congruent na angles. Okay? So the second statement is a result of the first statement, bisect. So we have now angle ABD is congruent to angle DBC. Ito yung naging resulta ni statement 1. So reason, definition of angle bisector. So definition of angle bisector. Okay. Next, the third one, BC is perpendicular to AD. BC is perpendicular to AD at C. Reason is given. So ano ang result ng number 3? So ang result ng number 3, dahil naging perpendicular siya dito, nagkaroon tayo ng right angles. So sasabihin natin angle BCD and angle DCA. Wait lang. Baba natin. Yun. Angle BCA, sorry sa messy na handwriting, are right angles. Yan. So reason is all right angles are hindi pala. Excited ako, sorry. Definition of perpendicular line segment. Bakit 'yun ang reason natin? Kasi po nung naging perpendicular si BC at AD at C, nagkaroon tayo ng right angles which is the number 4 statement. So bakit nagkaroon ng right angles? Because there is a perpendicularity or naging perpendicular yung dalawang segment. So you have definition of perpendicular line segment. Perpendicular lines segment. The definition of perpendicular line segment. So that's it. Okay. So dahil dyan, meron tayong angle sorry po. Angle BCD is congruent to angle BCA. The reason is all right angles are congruent. All right angles are congruent. So, balikan natin yung mga congruent na parts. Congruent na parts sa proof. So, what's this? Sorry. Ayan, burahin natin. Hindi, wait lang. So this is A, the angle, and the other angle. Yan. So ito yung congruent sa figure. Yan. Yung nasa taas. Ito. Yan. So angle, tapos another angle. So, alam na natin kung ano yung isa. Sa arrangement pa lang sa figure, we have now number 6. We have the BC. Is it BC? Is it BC? Wait lang. Okay, it's BC. BC is congruent to BC. BC is congruent to BC. Reflexive property of congruence. Reflexive property of congruence. Okay. So this is the S. So number 7 is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. Reason? ASA congruence postulate. ASA congruence postulate. Yeah. Then the last one, since we already proved that there are two congruent triangles, na-establish na natin na congruent yung triangles natin by ASA congruence postulate, we can now prove that the side AB is congruent to side DB. Yan, AB is congruent to side DB. Reason, CPC-TC. Okay. So kung mapapansin nyo, sa figure is naka-arrange siya as ASA. Tapos sa proof mo, ma'am, AAS po siya. So, nagmamatter po ba yun? So halimbawa, hindi nag-match yung arrangement doon sa figure, okay lang naman. Basta aware ka, basta ang ano doon, aware ka kung anong congruence postulate yung talagang nandoon. So, sa mga bata kasi na bago pa lang nagpo-proving, ang sinasabi ko, kung ano yung arrangement ng figure, yun din ang arrangement ng reasons, ng statement, ng proof natin. Pero katagalan, habang ikaw ay nagpa-practice, natututo, mas kahit hindi naka-arrange ng ASA or yung proof mo, as long as tama yung pinakadulo, okay lang yon. Yan. Kasi meron tayong mga kino-consider dito. Halimbawa, sige, tingnan natin Halimbawa sa case na to, si given. Puro angle yung given niya. So dahil ako, ang gusto ko munang ma-prove, gusto ko munang magamit lahat yung given. So ako na nagpo-prove, ganito ang ginagawa ko. Kailangan magamit ko lahat yung given. Pag wala na akong makita sa given, tsaka ako lalabas doon sa figure. Tsaka ako titingin doon sa figure kung ano pa yung kailangan. So katulad nito, dahil priority ko yung given, yung number 1 hanggang number 5 ay nakabase sa given, which is angle. But then, dahil aware ako doon sa figure, aware ako doon sa arrangement ko ng figure na meron akong A at saka dalawang A. Yan. Meron akong A at saka dalawang A. Alam ko na ASA yung figure. So kahit hindi siya mukhang ASA doon sa proof ko, at aware ako na ASA talaga siya, okay lang yon. Yan. Kasi aware ako ASA siya eh. Okay? So it doesn't matter kung saan ko siya ipwesto. Basta, ang sequence po nito, ang sequence ng proof is, ito. Ang sequence ng proof natin is, galing siya sa given. Let's say, for example, number 1 and number 2. Hindi mo pwedeng paghiwalayin yan. Kasi si number 2 ay galing kay number 1, which is bisex. Si 3, 4, 5, hindi natin pwedeng pag-ramblein to kasi sequence siya ng bawat isa. Yan. Okay. So, other way ng proving, pwede namang si number 6 ay maging number 4. Kung gusto mong gawin siyang ASA, pwede siyang maging number 4. Tapos iuurong mo na lang yung mga kasunod. Yan. Pero, yan. Pero kung aware ka dito sa figure, kung aware ka na yun yung congruence postulate niya, yan, kahit mag-rumble sila ng position sa kahit mag-rumble sila ng position sa ilalim dito sa gitnang ng proof. Kahit si 6 ay maging 4, tapos si 4 ay maging 5, okay lang 'yon. Okay. So, ang pinaka-accurate na basihan ng postulate na gagamitin is a figure. Yan. Yan. Pero sa mga bata na beginner, naka-pattern. Yes, maganda ituro ng naka-pattern. Kaso minsan, 'di ba, hindi naman tayo consistent sa pattern minsan. Ang mas nagiging consistent tayo yung magkakarugtong na statement. Okay? Yung kasi ang importante, yung magkakarugtong yung mga statement mo, hindi siya kung saan-saan napupunta. Okay. Sige, so far, yun yung mabibigay kong tip na habang nagpo-prove kayo, minamarkahan nyo po yung congruent parts kasi sa figure, makikita nyo na kung anong congruence postulate yung dapat nyong ilagay. Okay, so those are the tips in proving. Yan. So konti lang ang aking examples. Pero pag nakahanap ako ng mga mahihirap na examples, gagawa natin basta meron akong time uli. Okay? So the last one is this one. Okay, so triangle ANT and triangle FTA. Yeah. So triangle ANT is congruent to triangle TFA. Yeah. So nilagyan ni ma'am kasi medyo nakakalito yung figure, no? So meron tayong overlapping. Yan. Yung isa kasi first to share. Ito overlapping naman. Okay? Yan. So ano ipo-prove natin? We're going to prove that side NT is congruent to side FA. Sige. We're back into sorry. So let's have proof. Yan, statements and reasons. Okay. Statements and reasons. Number 1, given syempre. ANT is congruent to AFT. Reason given. Okay. Next. NTA. Angle NTA. Angle NTA is congruent to angle F80. F80. The reason is given. AFT. Tama kaya to? Okay. Sa figure no, medyo tricky siya. Tama. Medyo tricky yung figure natin. Kung i-observe nyo po sa angle, hindi niya nakuha yung lahat ng angle. Ang nakuha niya is ito lang. ito lang portion na to. So, ang pinuprove natin, kailangan makuha natin ito at saka ito. Tama. So, paano mo makukuha itong buo kung ang given niya lang is yung portion? Okay. So, ang next po dito ay pwede nating sabihin na angle FTA is equal to FTN. Siguro liitan ko yung, hindi, okay lang yan para makita. FTN plus, ito po F, so this portion, FTN plus NTA. Then angle, angle NAT is equal to NAF, this portion NAF plus FAT, angle FAT. Okay. So what's the reason? The angle addition postulate. Kasi nag-add tayo ng angles. angle addition postulate. Okay. So bear with me kasi medyo mahaba-haba ito. Yan. Okay. So dahil meron tayong NTA is equals to FAT, we have what you call this, angle FTA is equal to angle FTN plus angle NTA, tapos angle NAT is equals to angle NAF plus angle NTA. So from the second statement, saan ko kinuha yun, ma'am? Dito ko po kinuha yun. Since in our second statement, NTA is congruent to FAT, dahil congruent siya, si FAT sa third statement ay pinalitan ko ngayon ng NTA. Okay, so the reason is substitution. Okay, next. So what I did is I'm going to subtract. So mag-scratch tayo dito. Sige, pakita ko na lang na sinubtract ko. Medyo tinatamad ako eh. Well, sige, pakita ko na sinubtract ko. Yan. Sige, pakita natin na sinubtract natin. So FTA is equal to angle FTN plus angle NTA minus yan NAT equals angle NAF plus sorry. Tama pala. As angle NTA. So reason is subtraction SPE, subtraction property of equality. Meron na po nito eh. Subtraction property of equality. Yan. Subtraction property of equality. So magiging ano to ngayon? Angle FTA minus angle NAT. So ito, pag na-subtract siya, mawawala to. Tama? Mawawala yan. So magiging FTN minus FTN minus NAF. So number 8, magiging itong part na to, but angle FTN minus angle NAF is 0. Reason by construction. So this will be angle FTA minus angle NAT is equal to 0. Yeah. Transitive property of equality. Is it transitive? Am I right? Okay. Tingin ko transitive. Hindi. Parang hindi tama mag-transitive. Wait lang. Dagdagan natin yung statement. Hindi ako convinced na transitive siya. Gawin natin yung angle FTA is equal to angle NAT. So transitive property of equality. Transitive property of equality. And transitive property of equality. Then the next one, we can say that angle FTA is congruent to angle NAT. Reason, transitive property of congruence. Ayan, transitive property of congruence. Sorry sa aking handwritten. The next, okay, syempre, na-prove na natin na merong angle, dalawang angle, tama? Balik tayo doon sa figure. To. Ayan, na-prove na natin to. Okay na to. So, burahin natin to. So, etong part na to, na-prove na natin na okay siya. Na congruent. Saan na yung next na isa pa? This one. Yan. This one is congruent. Ayan. So, we have 80 is congruent to 80. Sige, balikan natin yung figure pala. Para makapag-decide na tayo kung anong congruence postulate siya. So, S, A, at saka A. So, this is SAA. SAA congruence postulate. So, 80. Ito, 80 is congruent to 80. Reason, reflexive property of congruence. Reflexive property of congruence. Next. Ito, tsaka mo palang sasabihin. Number 12. Triangle ANT is now congruent to triangle TFA. Congruent to triangle TFA by SAA congruence theorem. Okay, so dahil na-prove natin na congruent yung dalawang triangles, pwede na nating ilagay si NT. NT is congruent to FA. Reason, CPCTC. That's CPCTC. Okay, so this how our proof look like. Ang elegant niya kasi ang daming dinaanan, no? Yan, ito yung gusto ko sa mate. Yung marami tayong pinrocess. So why am I sharing examples na mahirap? Kasi ito yung time na basta lang siya ibinibigay. Pwede rin, madalas sa classroom setting, madalas siyang binibigay na lang. So hindi siya ganong na-explain. At saka sa tingin ko, maganda siyang i-share. Yung mga mahirap na tanong, masarap siyang i-share sa mga hindi dito, hindi ganon kagaling mag-imagine ng figure. Ayan. Or yung sa mga tao na hindi nila maisip kung paano to gawin. Okay. Yan. So, ito siya. So, medyo magulo lang, no? Pero may number. May number naman. Medyo messy lang ang aking handwriting. Yan. Pero I hope familiar kayo sa mga naisulat ko, reflexive property of congruence and so on. Okay, paano ba malalaman kung anong tamang reasons? The first step that you are going to do is dapat magbasa kayo ng mga postulates, ng mga axioms, definitions, corollary, theorem. That's the first wala pong shortcut. Kailangan magbasa para maging familiar tayo, magbasa ng maraming proof, pag-aralan kung paano pino-prove. Yan. So walang shortcut dito, pero time will come, it guarantee, no? Yung understanding kasi hindi siya makokopya ng ibang tao. Kaya you have to spend time for it. Yan. Okay. So this will be the end of our session. If you have questions, you may put it down in the comment section. Again, I am Ma'am Jen Ponteras. See you next video session. Bye-bye.